Growing garlic in climate like mine, it is not a thing. We're going to get these planted. Rabbit manure is actually one of the best manures. So this is it. Raspberry loading. Getting these Scotch bonnet peppers. So tiny.
This is Gardening with Stacey. Come garden with me now, man.
And what a nice place to live. Sweet jam.
Welcome back to another Gardening with Stacey. Of course, I'm happy. I'm so grateful for life. Aren't you? Thank you all so much for tuning in. So I went ahead and I've stripped also this mulberry. And I also cut off the tops for both of them. Yeah, you can see this one springing up but nicely already. Oh, how could I forget? I did uppot them. Marlene from Marlene's O2, she has been telling me for quite some time now, Stacey, you need to uppot them. You need to put them in bigger containers. And I had it in mind, I just did not get to it. But she has been telling me for some time now. So there we go, bigger pots. Alright, so I'm getting these Scotch bonnet peppers. Of course, I love to look at them. I need to have the tree going, focusing on the other young ones that are coming up and the blossoms that are blooming. Can you imagine? I was here picking away and the phone stopped recording. Such a shame. Anywho. Look at this tiny little one right here. This is what you call force ripe. Look how tiny it is. So tiny. Under this right here, I have some horse manure. Now, I can tell you that the hands, they love the manure. Alright? So, how this got to here now with a tarpaulin and garbage bag, because I am curing it, right? Because we've been having rains every now and then. I put it in the box and I put it in the garbage bag and I put the tarpaulin over it so that it don't get wet. I usually like have my big cardboard box and I throw it out on top of it and let it stay throughout the day and dry. But because of the rain that we're having, I have to put it in the box and cover it up so that it don't get wet, because I don't want to be going 1 foot forward and then 1 foot backward. It is dry, but I'm just letting it dry out some more. Gardening with Bernie gave me this tarpaulin. So, see Bernie, I'm making use of it. Guys, you remember my fig tree? Remember how tiny it was? Look at it. It is making such great progress. I got this from Blessings from the Garden. That's Saroya and Lataya. Looking good. I'm so in love with it. Thank you so much again, ladies. Raspberry! Oh, I am so delighted to see you all this morning. Look at there. Raspberry loading. And it has so many blooms on it. So many blooms that they just start to dry up. So I don't know what I did wrong or what I'm not doing right. Blessings from the garden. What say you? And all my loyal supporters. What say you? Alright, so inside this bag I have some rabbit manure. Someone is cutting their lawn, so it's a little bit noisy. But I have to get going. So this is it. I am basically just going to add it to my containers. Just like this right here. Just like that. I add a little more to that. Make sure none is in the crown of this strawberry right here. So yes, just like this. So basically what they'll do is break down over time. They're like slow release capsule. See, look at them. So it looks like a capsule. It will break down over time. Rabbit manure is actually one of the best manures to use, and the reason why I say that is because it's a cold manure, meaning that it can be used right away. Like, you don't have to wait until it is aged, or you don't have to compost it, so you don't have to cure it, you don't have to dry it out. All right, like the others, like the horse manure, the chicken manure, the cow manure, or hot manure, those needs to be cured. They need to be dried out, they need to be aged, because they will burn your plants if you use them as is. And that's the big difference with the rabbit manure. You can use it as is, as a poop, you can get to it. So if you know anybody that has rabbits, try to be their friend. So you can get rabbit manure, and trust me, they poop a lot. Rabbit manure, it has twice as much nitrogen as the others. So twice as much as the horse manure, twice as much as the chicken manure, twice as much as the goat manure, and so on, based on research. It also contains potassium and phosphorus. I'll put some in this bucket to make my life easier. So I just walk around with it like this. And that's simply what I'm doing. Like I said, there will be a slow release capsule, so at least I know my plants, they're always being fed. So I've planted some of these onion bulbs. I lost the footage, so I'm just showing you nevertheless. I put the white ones in here, I put the yellow ones in here, and I put the red ones in here. There's a little instinct that is telling me to take off some of the leaves off this raspberry. So I don't know, I'm just doing it. I'm especially trying to get the ones that I see like they are disintegrating, because I don't want to attract pests either. So you know what, after there was a time when I saw a lot of bees on here. So maybe the ones that are drying up, it's just that they weren't being pollinated or weren't being pollinated properly. Because that could be a thing, you know. But this is my first time. I am not sure. Of course, if you're out there and you grow it, I know you're going to share it with me. But my little instincts tell me to just take off some of these leaves. So I'm doing just that. So growing garlic in climate like mine, it is not a thing because garlic prefers to be grown in colder climates. But there's a process that is called vernalization. I did a video 2 months ago on it. If you have not yet seen it, please go ahead and check it out. So basically what I'm going to do is plant out my garlics. I always try to grow garlic and they come to a point where I get bulbs as though they are onions. So I do not get the garlic bulbs or the cloves. So I decided to do some research, and based on that research, that's how I found out about vernalization. So this is the container that I had in the fridge 2 months now, and I am going to, they smell so strong. So oh, the bottom is wet. I actually changed this already, the paper bag that it was in, because I was cleaning out the fridge one day. I left it to defrost and I didn't remember about my garlics and wet up the bag, so I had to change it. I have both hardneck and soft neck. It is recommended for hot climate to grow soft neck, but I'm up for the challenge. And if you know me, I'm always doing experiments in my garden. I just want to see what the possibilities are. Alright, hence why I have soft neck and hard neck. Yeah. Oopsie. Get these out the way. Today is when? The 13th. Yeah, October 13th. So we're going to get these planted. Yay! So these are the soft neck and these are the hard neck. I am going to plant all my soft neck in these containers right here. So I'm companion planting as usual. So for the hard neck, I really didn't pick out a location as yet for the hard neck. So I'm thinking to just companion plant them with other plants, different areas of the garden. Yeah. So I just basically pull off the outer layer, the outer layers like this, and just separate them. These are the hard neck and they don't look much different from the soft neck. It's just that they are harder. I'm not trying to get them mixed up. This is another hard neck. They're actually sprouting as well, you know, but I couldn't see because the thing come way up to there. But when you open it up like this, you realize that they are also sprouting underneath. And then I'm just going to plant them as is. Some of them even has roots already. Look at this one, has roots already, and they are cold, very cold. Alright, so I'm going to put some in the soil, show you, give you an example of what I'll be doing. It is recommended to plant them in loose soil well drained. So this soil is already nice and loose. See? Nice and loose. So I'm just tucking them in the soil like that and barely leaving the top like that. So for this one that already sprouted, I'm just going to leave the sprout out like that. So this is basically what I'll be doing. Look at this sweet sap right here. It has been such a great distraction. From morning, it has been distracting me. I'm trying to grip it properly. I don't want it to fall. It is going to fall, but I want it to come closer to me. Wait, don't have to fall, you know. Let me see if I can reach it now. Oh. You hear me? Look at that. It is not fully ripened, but when you look at the white flies inside there. But when you see the outer layer opening up like this, they're close to ripening. So I'm going to wash it and put it up to ripe. If I leave it, either the bird will get it before me or it will ripe and just fall off the tree. See another one here. Let's see if I can pull it to me. Oh. Let me see if I can get it. Oh. Hey. I got you. Look at the white flies. Mamma mia. I'm going to wash them off properly. Get rid of them before they get to my other plants. So one of this is for me and one is for you. And you know I always take the smaller one and give you the bigger one. So thank you so much for watching. And until next time, walk good.
And what a nice place to live. Sweet jam down.